South African cricketer Quinton de Kock has apologised for failing to take a knee before the game against the West Indies. In a statement, he's explained he felt his rights were taken away by the way the players were told what to do. Now, after talking it out with cricket bosses, he says he's happy to make a stand against racism. He says he's sorry for the hurt and confusion he's caused.
Tony, I saw you speak about this when he refused to take the knee. You were pretty strong on it. What did you think of the apology?
Yeah. So first off, I think the statement's really good. We were talking about it before we came on air, and when the statement is this long, normally you've got lines in there that are fluff, and maybe they don't necessarily earn their keep. This is incredible. Every part of it hits, but. Yesterday, when I first read about it, yesterday morning, before I had to report it on Brekkie, I first read it, and then as the morning went on, I felt myself getting more and more angry about this because I felt so visceral about the fact that this player, Quinton, was not going to take a knee in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, whilst I understand that it can be tokenistic for big sport to go out there and just take a knee but what are they really doing behind it? It still means a lot to see it. It means a lot to me. I feel it. And I just felt myself getting more and more angry about this. And I'm so glad that Quinton's come out and he said what he said, because I think what he might not have realised in the moment was just what it means to so many people. And he has, within the statement, explained that he comes from a mixed race family. He's explained that he's grown up understanding that Black Lives Matter all the time, not just when it's cool. No, it's seriously. And I guess, and he goes on to explain that he does regret not taking a knee because, I mean, I was seeing red by the end of News Breakfast. I really was. And that's quite a visceral feeling that I guess shows the impact of what racism can do. And I questioned, I guess, how racist do you have to be to not want to do the bare minimum by taking a knee? And that was just, that was a mistake on my behalf in hindsight. But in the moment, that was exactly how I felt, because I saw a lack of support for that movement and for that moment. And whilst it's such a little thing, it clearly goes such a long way.
So it's interesting. It's really interesting you reacted that way, because I didn't react that way at all. Okay, and maybe it's because I'm not that fired up about the taking the knee generally, so whatever. But especially when it came out that he was just told on the way to the ground and all that sort of stuff, I think there's a thing that sport has to think about here, which is it's one thing for sport to take a stand, like, the AFL or, a particular organisation to say, we believe this and this is our banner for this and all that. It's another thing when you compel every player to take the same stand, and then especially when you compel them a couple of hours before a game. So the bit that's really interesting about the statement to me is he said we had a chat with the board last night, which was very emotional, and I think we all have a better understanding of their intentions. And this is where the stuff-up was, clearly. They just sprung it on him. There was no conversation, and suddenly he's meant to process this and take on something that the game or Cricket South Africa, a statement they want to make as his own personal one. Now, if I was in his position, I'm taking the knee. Yeah. But I can kind of understand why it would trip a wire. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a really weird situation for a player to be put in, I think.
100%. And full credit to him for coming out with such a strong statement, really explaining what it was all about.
Yeah, well, we can draw a line under it, I guess, at least for now. We'll see.